The medieval period lasted from the 5th to the 15th century. It began with the fall of the Western Roman Empire and merged into the Renaissance and the Age of Discovery. This is a rough period in time for many. From the beginning of any discussion I've had involving fulfillment, I have always believed it to be being happy and content with what you have done in life, having that feeling of elation and completion in your final moments. When Beowulf first showed up on his boat with his men, the theme of honor is first introduced in this epic poem. They say, "I will take this message, in accordance with your wish, to our noble king, our dear lord, friend of the Danes, the giver of rings." This depicts the heroic code which values strength, courage, and loyalty in others. This heroic code is what these men live by and how they speak to one another. This is a very important concept in medieval times. The men are respecting one another, and Wolfgar honors Beowulf's great title. In Beowulf, I have seen that the men enjoy and find fulfillment knowing that they are keeping their word to their people, keeping them safe, and keeping life around them up to par by conquering others. Beowulf wants others to know how brave and chivalrous he is. He makes sure when he wins his battles, it is fair. No weapons, therefore, for either this night. He didn't fear Grendel, and he knows he will be honored and respected if the outcome is as he pleases. Honor is what drives Beowulf to put his own life at risk and defeat Grendel and Grendel's mother. Honor is also what drives him to battle the dragon at the end of the poem. I think considering the medieval period was such a dark time in history and people were dealing with so many rough things, they had to find ideas in their literature to inspire them. People thought of what they wanted and what they didn't have. They wanted to depict that idea of fulfillment in their stories, and many were fulfilled when they were being honored and respected for the great they had done for their people. Men were very proud of what they did and their accomplishments in medieval times. It was all about being the manliest of men. They took care of themselves and of their family and people. For men, their social status was determined by their wealth and how much land they owned. Peasant males were servants for richer men and were usually required to serve in wars. Clearly, the poor and less fortunate were not looked upon as great, and they were used as support and to help those being honored.